Okay, so another really dark and smoky look, and it came about kind of because of the really nice and rainy weather we have lately, and that doesn't happen a lot here. So I really appreciate those days, and yeah, I try to remember them for the whole long summer to come. Okay, I hope I have enough lighting on because it's a little bit dark for me actually, but I suppose because of the white background it does make it a bit, you know, you can't have too many lights on on your face. It makes it really fast, glary and funny looking. Anyways, today I already primed my eyes and I have a sunscreen on. A serum actually and a sunscreen today because I felt a little bit drier in my skin. And I will work with two Smashbox palettes today. The full exposure and the double exposure. So with this one, this is a full exposure, and I will probably start with, I think, yeah, just this one on the brow bone to begin with. And then after that I will probably take this one a little bit lower down, and then I will go over to the other palette, which, yeah, which is this one. This one I'm trying just to see that I don't put the mirror in the camera. Like that. So I will probably go with these slightly cool toned colors today, something like that, but I might use this one as well in the crease just to warm it up a bit. So as I said, I'm just taking the lightest color from this palette, like the really beigey yellow. It's a bit lighter, I think, in the full exposure than it is in the double exposure, so I like this one better for the brow bone. And yeah, this happened yesterday, so a little bit of a mishap over there, but if it will still show after everything, I will cover it up a bit, but I don't think it will be that bad. Nah, it's not bad. So this one I will just take up to the brow that I'm growing out again. As you can see, I already filled them in a little bit, or a lot even. Well, actually there's now hair all over now. Just, it's kind of sparse, so it might be that I went a little bit overboard to fill them in. But you know, it is what it is. I think after the makeup is done, it's not going to look that, you know, overdone. At least I hope so. Yeah. And we have some rainy days here, a bit thunder and a bit, you know, nice things like that going. As long as it's, you know, not overkill, then it's really nice. Just a feel of real autumn or fall, which you usually don't have here actually, not a lot. Okay, after the brow bone, I said I'm going to take this kind of grayish neutral color to continue with down here. It's really light actually, so you know, it doesn't have a lot of, it's from the full exposure palette. Okay, now I'm taking this other blending brush, and I think I will go, for now at least, with this one in the crease as well, which is a warmer kind of brown, reddish brown, but I might take this one and a little bit of this one straightly after under it. Just this one is a bit lighter, I feel, so I will start with that one and then go like darker. So, kind of on top of, you know, because I don't really want browns and those kind of colors to show in this look. Just to have them under there somewhere, you know. To give a little bit of warmth maybe, but not too much either. So I just pushed a little bit in of this darker violet one here, or purple. And I'm taking some more of the reddish brown to continue with it here. I think I will take this this dark blue and this purple and maybe blend them together. I will start with this one and maybe I will blend them together and go a little bit, you know, upwards like this or something like that. Probably upward like this. I will put it here and go upward like this, and then use these lighter colors here, from here up there. Something like that. Didn't really decide yet what I'm going to do, but I'm blending these two together straightly actually. And see what it will be from this color. Yeah, that's a neat color, eh? It's not blue, it's not purple, it's in between. Those kind of colors that I like, and yeah. So I'm really just pushing it in here. And remember, I have just the primer under. And I'm not going to use them wet because I don't really believe in those being wet. Yeah. At least, for sure, not the matte colors. It's just crap to make them wet. For what? They're so much easier to blend when they dry. So, I don't think I really like using any eyeshadows wet, except for the Wet and Dry from YSL in those quads that they had like years ago. I have a few of those and they become really creamy and completely different. They become completely different when you wet them. Of course, using the same brush that I used before. Starting up here, just around it now then. Okay, so I blended, you know, upward, a little bit inward, but not too much. Here I left all this without anything. And just the tiniest bit here because I'm going to add now another color here. Taking a brush like this. And now I think I will go for probably maybe this color to begin with. Here. It's like a really, like a hazy, smoky kind of purple. I love those colors. I'm trying to tap it off a bit more here. Here in the middle. Overlapping. This one I would say that it's kind of a satin. It doesn't have a lot of shimmer or anything like that. It's really, like, really nice formula. So I'm taking it actually up a little bit higher. Like that. Kind of the same way that I did with this one. But when I open my eyes, you know, it's all in there somewhere. So I think next I will take a mix of this pearly color. It's not really silver, it's like more of a neutral kind of shimmer. This one and this one together. For the, you know, inner part. But not too high up because, as I said, this one has a lot of shimmer in it, so. Something like this here. Oh yeah, it's even more shimmer than I wanted. But let's leave it just down here then. Just down here, so I won't get in the wrinkles now then again. And I'm taking, instead of cleaning the brush, taking just from the pink one that I wanted to take with it. Because that one again, it's a satin color. So actually I could use another brush for it, because this one is much more subtle. So I can actually put it a little bit more, you know, higher up a bit. It's not at all as much of a sheen in this one. It has some, but it's kind of satin, so it's much more subtle. I don't know if you can tell, but, you know. If it was this one here now, you would know it would be like that. It would be completely shimmery and bulgy looking. Whereas this one, you don't really see it that way. I don't think so, at least. I'm taking a brush like this just to go over here. And I'm taking a bit more of the satin pink, actually. Which, yeah, it's this one. This one here. So it's much more quiet than the pearly color. When I'm taking more of this one, I'm pulling it inside like this and up a bit. I'm taking a bit more of this brown blonde color. I don't know if you can hear the rain, but I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the rain. Again, the fluffy brush around here. And I did add a little bit of the darker color here on both sides. Especially here on this side, I think it's even more important that I have higher up a bit because it's so much more hooded. And yeah, because this part anyway looks darker already since the lid part is bigger and, you know, than here. So I will actually put a little bit more of the blue one. Blue and purple together. Those that I put down here, I will put a little bit more on this side. Here. And a little bit, you know, stronger here. Yeah. You see, that was really missing. But I think it's because I already, like, blended out so much, so it kind of disappeared. Okay, so I feel like when I'm using a specific color, not just neutrals, that I have to cheat on this more hooded eye. Like, you can see what a difference it is, the way I applied it. There's a lot more the dark blue and and purple one on this side, and even, you know, much higher up, because it all seemed to, all this almost disappears, whereas here you can see a lot of that color still when I open my eye. So I kind of pull it up much higher up on this side. Maybe it helps a little bit, maybe it doesn't, but it feels better. So I will take this one to meet up with them, you know, here. Okay, so I have like two options in mind here for the waterline and for tight lining, or the dark blue one, or this dark purple. This is kind of a smudgy black and purple, and they're both from Smashbox. But yeah, I'm debating. I think definitely the blue one will brighten my eyes more than this one will probably make it more muddy looking. So I will go for the blue one. Okay, so after I will do this also on the other eye, I will just curl the lashes, mascara and those kind of things, and foundation, and be back for some more fun powders and stuff like that. Okay, I ended up using this Bourjois Clubbing Black Coal to tight line with, because it's so much, you know, creamier. It just stays on so much better. And yeah, this one is really good for, and it doesn't irritate at all, even my eyes, you know. Not that these do either, these new ones from Smashbox, but they don't go on as creamy. So yeah, they go on nicely, let's say, on the waterline, but the tight line here, it's a little bit harder to make them actually stick over there. I will probably go over a little bit more to smudge the underline, the lower line here, and maybe to add, yeah, a liner on top, a dark blue one probably, because I don't want really anything black to do with this look now, then more than I have already in the waterline. Yeah, so I think I will do that and come back. Okay, so I finished the face with the foundation, and I also set it. I did kind of some baking. Yeah, for this foundation I really like it. I used the Visionaire from Lancome, and it's so shiny and so just going all over the place. So I always set it that way, and then it's actually, I can actually use it up, let's say. Well, that's all I'm gonna do with it. Use it up. If that tells you something. Maybe we'll actually do some little bit of a contouring today. Why not? Winter and all. But just for the fun again. Actually, this kit from Smashbox with a lighter bronzer and a contour color comes with this little, it's a really teeny weeny brush. And it's maybe not the softest brush, but yeah, I suppose I will use it. Why not? I won't use any of the other things from here. I will just use this one. This is a really pretty contour color. It's like one of those cool tones, you know, that you're supposed to use. And here you really see the difference between the bronzer and the contour color. Let's take some more. Well, anyways. So I'm taking a little bit from here. I don't want it in my hair, but it's gonna go there. Of course it's gonna go there. Now my bone is like here, so I hope I have enough powder on that it won't start, you know, making problems with my foundation, because this foundation is like a thing in itself. I'm kind of just dabbing it on now then, just to make sure I don't wake up the foundation. Just like that for now. Ooh, you can really see it on the video. Like this, I can hardly see that I put anything. It's unbelievable. Sometimes it's the opposite. Like with brows, I have enough brows just putting a brow gel on, like for day to day. But when I do it on film, it's like I don't have brows at all. So, you know, thicker here, thinner in here, and then I have to blend it somehow. Let's worry about that later. I think that's enough even. That brush is, you know, I don't think it's the best brush even for this. I don't think so. I should probably have taken something like, ooh, this one is full of the powder. I will use that one because it's full of the powder. So I could probably have done it with this one, you know, just added the color here, dabbed it in like that, and then, you know, blend it up. So I will just do it now then. Hopefully that will work or do something. Oh, I'm just afraid that I will start doing something that's not good for my foundation. So, you know what I will do? I will just add some color and highlight and then try and blend them all together or something like that. Because I have a feeling this foundation otherwise start to separate and look funny. Well, I really love this blush from Guerlain. It's number 5, I suppose it is. Golden High or something like that. So it's this peachy color and this bronzy pink. There's pink like neon kind of pink in it, which I really love those colors. So I will use this one, I think, but just with a like really soft brush like that, kind of in both colors, so I don't get it too dark. I have a tendency to pile it on my cheeks for some reason. And since I have now this sharp kind of line here still, now I really see it. Yay for you then, that you can see it. I will try and go like over it a bit. Now, of course, if you love makeup, you don't stop there. And if you're watching this, you probably like makeup too, so, or even love it. So, of course, I have to add a highlight, even if I don't have to, just because of the fun of it. I mean, nobody has to use makeup at all, right? But if you love makeup, you love all of it usually, so, you know, and I love cheek products as well as I love eye products. So, I'm going in with this highlighter from Il Maquillage. It's the Halo. It's called Halo. So I'm putting some of this here, but I'm, you know, trying to keep it a little bit more to here. Yeah, they talk about the wrinkles and all, you know, when you're smiling, but, you know. So I don't go around here with it, but I use it kind of in a line like this, actually. And a little bit where the lines look really like kind of dry and, well, this foundation went inside the lines. Of course it did. Of course it did. I'm taking this number 3 from Guerlain with those colors, if you can see it. This is actually a brush from Guerlain too, but it came, you know, together with the purchase. It's definitely not the softest brush, I tell you, but maybe it's not supposed to be soft. It's probably for the pearls, you know. I mean, for this you don't need you can use soft brush, but, you know, whatever. I'm just going all over with this one because I don't have enough sheen in my face. Absolutely no sheen in my face. And yeah, this definitely gives more sheen than the pearls themselves. So I should probably have gone for the pearls today, since I have kind of a, you know, strong sheen going, but who cares? Just a little bit more sheen. I'm in the mood for sheen today. It's something with this rainy weather that really makes me, you know, happy. Okay, I'm debating what to use on my lips as a liner, but I think I will take this Elizabeth Arden Plum and on the other corners, and then this Smashbox in medium, the old version of their lip liners. Yeah, it is medium, right? Yeah. I don't know if you can hear the rain, but it's really nice. I waited for this rain like how many months? 8, 9? Roundabout. My lips are so dry. This is definitely not a day for... Oh, I forgot to scrape back in. Definitely not a day for a dark lip, but I'm going to do it anyways. I think I will use this dark color from Dior. It's a number 977. So a really dark color, because why not? What we have winter for if not to use those colors? Winter. I just saw this one. I didn't use it, of course, since last winter. So I'm going to take this one from Givenchy. It's number 315. And one of those dark vampy ones as well. But I will use this one in the middle. I hope it will work together. What can it be, you know? Two dark colors from the same kind of, you know, cool toned family. Yeah, why not? This one is a bit brighter. Okay, now I can see there's still some dry stuff in the middle, but it doesn't feel half as bad as it did. So I'm going over the lipstick one more time, both of the colors. Now just the middle. And then I will slightly blot it maybe. Even though then you of course make it less creamy and drier. I just hope I don't have anything on my teeth. Don't know if you can hear the rain. I'm so happy. So happy. And it's quiet rain. It's not a stormy kind of thing. Yeah, really nice. And that's why I kind of really went overboard with these dark colors, because I got so inspired with this fall feeling. Yeah. So anyways, really dark smoky eye and a dark lip.